Welcome to Psychic Insights, where pop culture meets higher consciousness and the tea is always a little bit mystical. I'm Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend, and around here we don't just watch the drama unfold, we read the energy behind it, whether it's celebrity scandals, reality TV, chaos, or true crime with a twist. I'm tuning in to bring you the intuitive scoop, the headlines miss. So buckle up because your aura's about to get entertained. Welcome back to my channel. It's Robin Richardson, your psychic girlfriend. And you know what? I have been exhausted. Just exhausted. Today I'm going to cover something that I've been sitting with for a while, and the world, our collective, and particularly our country is having to deal with. And I want to say this up front: it's not an attack on individuals, and it's not a political rant. Although, believe me, I would love to do that. This is a psychic and energetic reading on patterns. And specifically the kind of psyche that can be drawn into institutions like the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and feel morally justified participating in harm. And I did pull some cards because, if you're here at my channel, you know that I do that. And I wanted to do it in order to stay grounded, clear, and not reactive. And it's really hard for me, being an empathic person who likes to think that I live aligned with the light, even though I love to cover goofy things like, true crime, and which right now it just seems to be we're living real life true crime. And I do spiritual inquiry, and I think to myself, like, actually somebody asked me, Robin, what do you think? What type of person, becomes an ICE agent? So anyway, it's about people. The energetic reading from the cards, and I'll go through them, are about people who confuse authority with goodness. This is just, you can agree with me, disagree with me. I'm cool with all of that. I'm not even really sure. I'm just giving what my cards read, okay? And I would love to hear from you in the comment section, obviously. So I'm not saying everyone in enforcement fits this pattern. I'm really not. It's not about saying harm is excusable. And what I am saying is that systems of brutality don't run on villains alone. They run on unexamined obedience. So let's talk about the psychology underneath that. And first, I pulled the cards that were Clover, Path, and Key. Where did my key go? Bear with me. Here's the key, okay? And immediately they told me something important. For many people drawn into these roles, joining isn't experienced as aggression. It's experienced as a solution. It's a lucky break for them, a clear path for them, a key to their purpose. And often these people who felt lost or unanchored or invisible before, now they're being seen, because this institution gives them a defined identity, a sense of importance, a story about who they are. And that story can become more powerful than empathy. So the next came, it's really hard for me to do this, honestly, but I do want to understand, and I want to understand from a place that's not my agenda. Lily, house, and dog, which is an interesting grouping. All right, this is a big moral structure energy, and these are people that feel safest when rules are clear, hierarchy is respected, loyalty is rewarded, and they often believe that they are good people because they are obedient people. Morality is outsourced. If it's legal, it must be right. If I'm following orders, I'm not responsible. This isn't sadism, it's moral bypassing. That one I could have told you. All right, then we get the mountain and the book. And this tells me emotional blockage is paired with sealed beliefs. These individuals often avoid deeper historical or human content. They resist complexity and they shut down curiosity. There's an unconscious agreement happening here. If I don't look too closely, I don't have to feel. Mountain energy doesn't move, book energy doesn't open, and that's how harm stays normalized. So then we have the birds and the rider, and they show up next in my spread. And this is anxious reactive energy. These are people who stay busy so they don't have to think. They respond quickly, follow commands, and they move fast. Speed replaces reflection. Urgency becomes a shield against consciousness. And then we have the fish. Okay? And in this reading, fish is in abundance. It's about people becoming cases, bodies, transactions. Efficiency matters more than humanity. And this is how a system teaches someone to stop seeing faces and starts seeing functions. Finally, we have a snake. And this isn't evil, it's projection. Snake here says these individuals have disowned their own fear, aggression, desire for control, and so the system gives them a place to express it over there. The other becomes the container for everything they refuse to look at in themselves. And that's the most dangerous dynamic of all. And this reading doesn't say these people love cruelty. It says these people feel free when responsibility is removed. The uniform, the badge, the rule book, they're not just authority, they're permission. Permission to stop questioning, permission to stop feeling, permission to stop choosing. And that's why this matters. Systems that cause harm don't survive because of monsters. They survive because of people who never examine the power they're given. The real psychic work here isn't outrage. It's awareness. Because the moment someone starts asking, is legality the same as morality? What am I participating in? What part of me feels safe here? That's when the mountain cracks. That's when the books open. And if this resonated with you, I invite you to sit with it gently and notice where you've ever outsourced your own authority, and notice where obedience felt easier than truth. And if you want more grounded insights like this, subscribe, share, and stay connected. And I'll see you in the next one. And do take care of yourselves.